Hello. Here, look, I'm in sunny Rutland Water. Look at that. And you can probably tell by the outfit I'm wearing that I'm out on my motorbike. Quick post about pushing things too far, listening to your body, and what you could miss out on if you carry on following a fear-based cancer journey. In the last few weeks, I've been to Paris, walked an awful lot around Paris. I've also been walking 42 miles over the course of a weekend training for this walk that I'm doing. And then I followed that up by catching a virus, going on antibiotics. In fact, that was just before I did the 42-mile walk. But I then followed that up by a couple of days off. And then I went off to play golf with my friends in Buxton for 2 days and one night away where we drank a considerable amount of beer. And at some point during that time, I picked up another virus and I had to go on antibiotics yet again. And I'm now taking some time out to rest and let my body sort of recharge itself and get back onto par. And I was thinking about the fact that I realised on the golf course on the second day, as I pushed this golf trolley around rather wearily, that I realised I'd pushed myself and my body a little bit too far. And then I reflected that actually in the last sort of 5 years or so, I've missed out on in the last 2.5 years or so, I've missed out on maybe a handful of social engagements. In other words, I've gone and done everything pretty much that I wanted to do. Those few ones that I missed were probably winter time. There's a lot of viruses around. I was probably invited out to a very, very crowded pub where I knew I'd be really quite exposed and my immune system wasn't doing that well. Why do I say that? Well, I think if I'd led a fear-based cancer journey, then I would have been worried about my immune system consistently and all the time. And then I would have missed out on so many more social experiences and so many things that I could have done. Whereas in 2.5 years, I've voluntarily missed out on maybe 4 or 5. And I've once, and that is just the last few days, realised that I've pushed myself a little bit too far. So I don't feel really too bad about that. And I would say, please, if you're on a cancer journey, take the fear out of it, enjoy yourself to the max at the same time as listening to your body. Why am I doing these videos? Well, I want to raise people's awareness of cancer and having an enjoyable cancer journey, and I want to help people change the narrative of their own personal cancer journeys and help them have the most enjoyable cancer journey they can have. And in addition to that, as you're probably aware of now, if you haven't heard it before, my friends and I are looking to raise £50,000 for 3 really great cancer-related causes. And we're starting that on the 21st of this month, which is not far away now, with a 42-mile walk across the North York Moors in under 24 hours. That's going to be tough, but I'm up for it. Anyway, please follow the link, please share these videos, please share what I'm doing, and please help us raise money for these amazing causes. I'll end as I always do, with a slightly different way of saying it, but you know what, I'm tired, I'm fatigued, I've pushed things too far, I've got a virus, I'm on antibiotics, I've got cancer. In fact, let's really be morbid, I have a terminal cancer diagnosis, and I do not consider myself to be a victim. Have a great day.